For first-time landlords, people that are living in their own home looking to rent for the first time, the question is, should they rent or list their property while it's vacant, or can they still do it while they occupy the home, still live there? Important question, and today we have the professional from Circle Property Management, Janine, joining us today. Welcome.
Hi, Rob.
All right, so homeowners, first-time landlords, what do they need to consider? Pros and cons, vacant, occupied.
Yeah, well, just straight off the bat, our recommendation is if you are a homeowner and you're going to be renting out your home for the first time, that you wait until it's vacant before listing the property. But I'll get into that. I just want to quickly go over some of the pros and cons of listing your
Okay.
property either while you're there or when it's vacant. If you're still living there, a pro is obviously that you can possibly minimize the gap between when you move out and when you have a tenant, and you can capture early interest in the home. But some of the cons are you do have to really consider the showings, a schedule for prospective tenants seeing the property, getting the property clean, keeping it tidy, not cluttered. Um, Also, it's harder to take professional photos if your things are still there, if your furniture's there, you've got boxes everywhere, and you potentially could consider the privacy and security. You know, if tenants are walking through your home, you might have personal belongings out or on your photos on the wall, those kinds of things. Um,
Mhm.
so for us, if you list it after you move out, so we list the property once it's vacant, a big pro of that is the professional presentation of the property. You can deep clean, repaint, do any small upgrades that need to be done, and then have professional photos taken. So a vacant, freshly cleaned home presents really well and takes great photos. And what a tenant sees online with those photos is going to make them want to come and tour your property.
Sure, makes
So,
sense. Nobody wants to
yeah.
move into a cluttered or dirty place. They want to envision their own home. So the more it's cleaned and fresh, makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And showings can be completely flexible because it's vacant now. A tenant can be shown, at the drop of a hat, can be shown the property. And
Mhm.
so they don't have to schedule it. And that means they can do last minute showings, which is great for getting it rented.
Mhm.
And then you have the peace of mind that there's no privacy issues and you can move out on your own timeline, knowing that the property's not going to be shown until you're
Mhm.
out. So for
Got it.
that reason, our recommendation would be if you're a homeowner and you're going to be renting out your home for the first time, we do think it's usually best to wait until you move out. You'll have more control over the presentation of your home. Again,
Mhm.
how your home looks gets those people in, gets us great
Mhm.
tenants. It eliminates some stress during your move. It can be stressful if you're moving, state away, if you're moving into another country, you got kids, you got pets. And also, you can use that short vacancy window to finalize items that you want to finalize any fixing, landlord insurance, any property compliance, or anything like that.
Got it. Well, a lot to think about. That
Yep.
makes good sense. So, for a lot of folks looking to be landlords for the first time, haven't rented before, their house is full of their own knickknacks and family things, Sally, it's probably good to wait until you can get out there and show it in its best light.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
very insightful. Jenny, appreciate your time. A lot of folks learned quite a bit today. So,
Okay,
appreciate it.
great. All right, Rob.
Take care.
Bye.